Hi everyone, it's Bonnie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm working back on my 8x10 gel plate and I'm going to be using some more botanicals. Okay, so I'm going to start off by using a layer of burnt umber by Liquitex Basics. Okay, I'm gonna place down my, I have some ornamental grass, okay. Okay, now I'm just going to grab a piece of tissue. Okay, I just use, tissue from the dollar store. So it's either from Dollarama or Dollar Tree. Those are the two dollar stores that I visit here in Canada. And I'm just going to place this down. I was going to use my Baron. That was a mistake. I'm not sure why I did that. I haven't had my coffee this morning. That's probably why. And usually what happens is the paint, starts seeping through the tissue. That's to be expected, and I usually wear gloves for this, but it's really warm outside and I really don't want to, put on any extra layers. So I'm just pressing this down, trying to get the brown paint off as much as I can. Okay. Pull this up. Okay, now I want to try to get all of this brown paint off the plate, okay? I want a nice clean ghost print. So I'm just going to put another piece of tissue and just start rubbing all the areas where I see some leftover paint. All right, so try to get that off as much as I can. And I'll just have to go back in just a moment. Oops, I moved my little grass. And I'll go back and use like a wet wipe or whatever I have to clean the plate off. Okay. Gently pull these up. Using a wet wipe here to go around and clean up my plate. it's best to do this before it dries, okay? Okay, so I let the ghost print dry for a while. Just always double check to make sure nothing is coming off. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm using Liquitex Basics Matte Gel Medium to pick up the ghost print. So I'm going to apply a layer of this. Just make sure all areas are covered. All right. Okay, so I made a honeycomb background already, and I'm just going to place this down. Is that the side that I want? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just laying this on top for at least 10 minutes. I have my little timer here. Okay, time is up. Let's see how this turned out. All right. Now it feels a little damp still. Let me just take a peek. Yeah, we should be okay. Let me flip it around. A little bit of tearing there, but that's okay. Okay. There we go. There's our first print. Now I want to add some little bees with the stamp later, so I'll do that at the end. So I'm just going to continue to let this dry, and we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so I made myself an iced coffee, so I feel a little bit more energized. And I went outside and I picked some leaves from my tomato plant. Okay, and let me tell you, these smell so good. So I'm just gonna put these aside for now. I'm gonna grab another piece of paper. I forgot to mention, I'm just using a printer paper today, okay? So I have that handy. Now I'm just going to apply, I think I'm gonna use Payne's Gray next. All right. So let's grab my brayer. Flip-floppy. Okay, place down my paper. And then just press this down. Then, now I'm just going to add my piece of tape to the top. Okay, now I'm just going to remove my leaf. That's a nice impression, actually. Pull this back down. Press it. Up. And there we go. So I'm just going to make another ghost print, and I'm using Payne's Gray again. I want to use up the tomato branches. Okay. My brayer is getting a little bit dirty now, so you can see some of the excess paint coming off, but that's okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's get the other tomato plants that I picked. Now they're already wilted. It didn't take long at all, just, you know, literally a few moments, and they are wilted. But I've mentioned before, it's not really a big deal. Okay, they will still imprint. Place that down. I should have put it the other way, but that's okay. One there. Okay. Let's grab another. Oh. Okay. Grab my tissue again. Kind of take off all the blue paint. Okay, pull this up. Oops. Starting to stick a little bit. Okay, whoops, my hands have paint all over them. Come back in again. Try to get up all this blue paint. Okay, so this is completely dry now, and I'm just going to pull the ghost print here with my matte medium again. And I have this background that I made earlier, so I'm going to use this because I don't like to waste things, so might as well use it up. I'm just gonna get a clean brayer just in case. Alrighty. Okay. Get my print, line it up. Place it down, pat it down gently with my Baron, not a lot of pressure. I'll make sure all areas of the paper have been pressed down. Okay, should be enough. And just like before, I'm just going to place down my paper pad here and let this sit for 10 minutes. And I'll be back. Okay, so it's nearly time. Will this turn out or will it be a flop? We won't know until we see. I think we're good. It's almost there. Okay, so just gonna lift up my pad of paper. And should I flip it around? Maybe I will. I had luck with that last time, so maybe I should do it again. Lift up my placemat. And we'll try to lift it up. See how it goes. So far, so good. Okay, it's just best to take your time with this. All right, peel a little bit at a time. And there we go, not too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside for now. And we'll get on to another one. Okay, so I was looking through my collection of pressed botanicals and I found these leaves, so I'm going to use these next. I'm not sure what tree these leaves are from. If you know, please leave me a comment. That would be great. And I have this background that I made a little while ago and I want to use it up. Okay, so I'm just going to carefully put these aside. And I'm going to just add a layer of paint. I think I'm just going to go in with burnt umber. separate these if I can. There we go. Okay. Okay, take my background and I'm going to press this one down. Let's see, where are we? Just eyeballing it. That's pretty interesting. Ooh, I like that impression. Okay, and then I'm gonna let this dry and I'll be back to pick that up. Okay, so I got the plate nice and clean. Now I'm just going to use my matte medium again and, you know, pull the ghost print. Going in with this background that I made a while ago. Okay, use my Baron. Okay, once again, we're gonna let this sit for 10 minutes and then we'll be back and see how it turns out. Okay, 10 minutes has passed. Let's see what we got. Let's flip it around. Oh, got a mishap there. Let's see if we can press that back down. Yep. So sometimes that works if you find that, you know, you're missing some of your print. If you just press back down on the jelly plate, sometimes it will release the paint. Okay, you can even add a little bit more of the matte medium and then just let it sit for a bit and then try to, you know, release the gel plate to see if that works too. There's a few different tricks you can do. Okay, this part always curls on me. Let me just try to be careful. There we go. Now I'm just gonna cut off this part here. Okay, so I have another honeycomb background that I made that I want to use up. So I'm just going to add some more Payne's Gray to my plate. I love, you know, blue and yellow together, so. Okay. I just flipped my gel plate over. I couldn't be bothered cleaning it right now because I'm going to clean it after my session. a shape. Place this in the middle if we can. Okay. This one came off. We'll just place that back on if we can. Okay. Press these down. Get my background. Okay, I'm gonna line this up. Okay, so I got most of the excess paint off. I have one more of these honeycomb backgrounds that I did a while ago, and I think I'll just use this to pick up this leaf. I'm gonna add some more matte medium. So I'm going to leave this for 10 minutes again. That seems to be the lucky amount of time. So far so good. So I'm going to keep doing that. And I'm going to place my book on top. And my timer's working out so far. And I'll be back. And while I let my print dry, I'm just stamping on some bees to add some whimsy to my prints. Okay, so let's see, 10 minutes is up. Looks a little crinkly because I moved it so I could have some desk space to put my bee stamps on my prints, but oh, sticking a little bit, guys. Let's see. Sticking a little bit. Let's go from this side. Not too bad. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so that is it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you on my next one. Bye everyone, take care.